Hey, sweetie, did you get off work yet?
I'm in the middle of a work social, so don't bother waiting up for me.
Frank, I told you that you need to come home early today. And this is absolutely no time for you to be drinking right now. Please think about taking better care of your health.
Oh, please, save me the big lecture tonight. You think that I came to the work social because I wanted to come? Do you even know what it's like for a working man struggling to make it in a company when you're sitting around at home all day? Sometimes you have to come to these work dinners even if you don't want to if you want to survive in the company. How many times do I have to tell you that it's not an exaggeration when I say that attending company dinners is a natural extension of my work?
But I told you that I have something important to tell you today.
What is it that you have to tell me? Say it right away and don't stall like that, alright?
It's not something that I can tell you by texting. It's something that I have to tell you face to face.
Oh my god, just say it now. I know it's not going to be a big deal anyway, so don't waste any more time and just tell me quickly.
Okay, well, the results from the health checkup came back, and the results are not very good.
What do you mean the results are not very good? Just make it clear so that I can actually understand it, will ya?
Frank, they found signs of cancer during the health checkup.
What? Is that true?
Well, we'd have to do a more thorough examination to know the full details, but it seems they found a type of cancer that is especially hard to treat in the colon. I think it's very surprising, but try not to worry too much about it. The treatments for cancer have become quite advanced these days, and I'm sure we'll see good results if we do the treatments.
Wow, who knew that things would go in such an unexpected turn of events? I never thought that you would get cancer in a million years. I've heard that people with colon cancer don't survive for very long, so then I guess you are going to die and ascend to the spirit world soon, right?
What did you say?
How long do you get to live exactly when you get colon cancer? Well, whatever, honestly, I don't really care. I'm not really that interested and it doesn't really concern me, so you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Then I guess we'll just have to go to court and file for a divorce as soon as possible.
What? Go to court and file for a divorce? Are you speaking in the right state of mind? How drunk are you right now that you're saying such nonsense to me like that?
Oh, I'm not drunk at all right now. The company dinner was a big fat lie and I'm actually enjoying myself at the moment with my girlfriend. I'm more sober than ever, alright? So you pay close attention and listen to me right now. I am not the kind of sweet, generous guy who can take care of a sick wife who has cancer, okay? I can't watch you run around in your hospital robes with all your hair falling out. I won't be able to stand for that and I couldn't possibly be living together with you anymore, so let's just get a divorce quickly and you can go on and get out of my house.
What? Are you being serious with me right now? You were cheating on me with another woman? It's not enough that you were cheating on me, but you want to throw me away like an old, used-up shoe just because I have cancer? Doesn't it mean anything to you that we were living together as husband and wife for over 10 years? Don't you feel any sense of loyalty as a spouse or even a fellow human being?
What are you talking about right now? I don't know what you mean with that sort of nonsense, but I can't do anything with such stupid garbage. I don't need an old woman who's ugly and wrinkly and who just got herself a death sentence to boot. What I need is my girlfriend who is 10 years younger than me, who is gorgeous and healthy and who makes me giddy just to look at her. And don't blame me, only blame yourself who couldn't even take good care of your own body and brought cancer on yourself. Anyway, you're gonna die soon and you won't be needing any money or the house once you're gone. So you can just leave the clothes on your back without taking anything else, right? Do whatever you want. If you want to go back to your parents or be a homeless person in the streets, it's your choice and your responsibility as an adult.
Well, okay, I guess you're right. If you have cancer, then you really don't need a house or money or anything of that sort, so you should just leave with the clothes on your back and nothing else. I mean, you really shouldn't take any material things that you can't even bring with you when you die, so you should just leave it all to your family.
Finally, now you understand what I'm saying, don't you? Then you'll grant me the divorce and sign the papers as quickly as possible, right? I mean, I'd rather be a divorcee than a widower because it just sounds a lot better socially, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to have some pathetic label of a poor widower on me. You get it, right?
Fine, I will agree to the divorce. I'll pack your bags for you right away so that you can get out of the house as soon as possible. If you want to go to your girlfriend's house or sleep on the streets, I guess that's entirely your business.
Huh? What are you talking about? I thought you had colon cancer, but did the cancer already spread to your brain too? Why would I get out of my own house?
Well, you just said that the one who has cancer and who's about to die soon doesn't need anything else, so they should just leave with the clothes on their back and nothing else, didn't you? Or did you already forget what you just said?
Well, you are the one who got cancer, so you should get out, not me.
You still don't get it, do you? How you ever managed to get a job in a company and get a girl to go out with you with that level of intelligence? It's really a huge mystery for me, honestly. The one who got cancer in their health checkup results is you, not me.
Don't you dare lie to me. There's no way that I have cancer.
Well, then go and do the close inspection, then you'll know for sure, won't you? Whatever the results are, it's not really my concern in the least, but I'm just letting you know that's what the hospital told me.
Okay, fine, you got my attention. I'm heading home right away. When I get home, we can search for a hospital together and make an appointment right away. I'm sure it won't be a big deal in the end, so don't worry about it too much and just wait up for me.
Huh? What did you say? Did you used to flip burgers when you were younger or something? Because the way that you flipped your mind just now was quite awe-striking.
Hey, you know I was just kidding around just now, okay? I thought that you would be feeling a bit depressed because you had cancer, so I was trying to make a joke and cheer you up. I'm gonna excuse myself out of the company dinner right now, so just wait for me while I get home, hon. Sweetie, the close-up examination results are back. It turns out I really do have colon cancer, and the doctor told me that I only have 6 months more to live. I mean, how could I, of all people, get cancer? What kind of a crime did I commit that God wanted to take me away at such a young age? I'm not feeling ill at all and I have no pains in my body, and yet they're saying that I will be gone from this world in just half a year. Honey, what should I do now? Why aren't you saying anything, my love? Your husband just got a death sentence, so why are you just shutting up and not saying anything? Say something. Anything.
I don't know, Frank. What should I say? I don't have anything to say to you. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Can you go to the court with me tomorrow so that we can ask for a divorce? I don't want to be labeled as a woman who sucked the energy out of her husband or anything like that, since it wouldn't look too great when I want to get remarried later, you know? You understand me, right?
I just told you that the doctor informed me that I don't have much to live because I have cancer. How can you say such cruel things to me right now in such a terrible situation? You don't feel any sense of a commitment towards your husband who you were together with for 10 years?
Aren't you the one who betrayed that commitment first? Didn't you say that you didn't need a wife that had cancer? And that you would rather live happily ever after with your new girlfriend after you divorce me as soon as possible?
Listen, I was just fooling around with her. She means nothing to me. Think of it as occasionally ordering takeout Chinese food, you know? Sometimes you want to have some sweet and sour pork when you feel bored of always eating at home. I mean, it was not even like sweet and sour pork. It was just like ordering and eating some cheap fried noodles that's become all soggy. How could I possibly compare you, who is a good, devoted wife and a wise, intelligent woman, to that tramp who I just met once in a while to pass the time?
Nah, I don't think so, Frank. I don't think I'd be very good for you either. What can I, an old, ugly woman, possibly do for you by your side while you're trying to battle cancer and fight for your life? If you want to extend your life for even one more day, then you need the fresh, bright energy of a young, pretty girl. So just get rid of an old thing like me and get married to your lovely girlfriend. I've heard that sometimes God can even grant the wishes of the ones who's passed on. So how could he possibly refuse your wish to be with the one you truly love since you're about to die soon? I understand it all, Frank, so don't you worry about me.
Please, don't say such cruel things to me, dear. Hearing you talk like that makes my heart go chill and ice cold. There's no one in this whole wide world who I can trust except you. My so-called girlfriend blocked my number as soon as I mentioned that I've been diagnosed with colon cancer. She's a truly cold-hearted wrench if I ever met one. I know I was the bad guy here since I got tricked by her and it led me to betray you. I really did you wrong and I know I deserve to die, but I promise that I won't betray you ever again. So can't you just forgive me this one last time and take me in as your loving husband? How can I go on alone without you, fighting cancer and facing death all by myself? The truth is, I'm really scared. So please, sweetie, please stay by my side, won't you?
If I was the one who had cancer, then you would have gotten rid of me without a second thought, correct? I know exactly what kind of person you are now. So how can I possibly live with you knowing full well the truth of who you really are? I'm sorry, Frank, but I'm not such a generous person who can take care of a husband who's betrayed me.
But I really don't have anyone else but you right now. If you turn your back on me, then I have no one else to lean on, and you know that I really have nowhere else to go. I was brought up in an orphanage, and I don't really have any family or blood relations, so if you throw me away, then what could I possibly do?
Why should I have to worry about such things when it's just going to give me a big headache, Frank? When I can just get a divorce and move back in with my parents, unlike you.
You are really going to divorce me even if I'm on my knees begging you like this?
Yes, Frank. How many times do I have to repeat myself?
Okay, fine. If that's what you really want, then I guess there's just no way around it. I don't want to hold on to someone so desperately and stoop to such low levels for someone who doesn't even want me. I don't have much more time to live anyway, so I guess I'll just be rolling around alone and then that'll be it. But since I have to go to hospitals for the cancer treatment and it'll cost me a lot of money, I can't take all of your assets, right? You're still healthy, so you can earn a lot more in the future, can't you?
What assets? We don't have anything like that.
What do you mean? Don't we have the $40,000 that we've saved up? Even if we get a divorce, then don't I get to keep half of it, which is $20,000? Don't tell me that you're going to try and take away all of the money from someone who is going to die soon. You're not some cold-blooded monster like that, are you?
What does it matter if I'm warm-blooded or cold-blooded right now? You betrayed me and cheated on me. And if we get divorced, then you have to pay me alimony anyway. But you can't really be going around with your diseased body and work to earn the money to pay for the alimony. So why don't you just give me the $20,000 instead of paying for the alimony and we can just call it even?
What? Are you serious right now? How could you do this to me? That's the absolute worst. You're such a greedy pig of a woman who is as ugly as she is hungry for money. If I have anything that I regret in my life, it's not being able to understand why God chose to spare a selfish, egotistical, and greedy woman like you, and instead decided to take me, who grew up without parents and just suffered through life. I am filled with so much anger and anguish right now.
I don't think you have so much time to laze around and think about silly things like that. Why don't you save some of that energy instead of wasting it on such stupid things and go find a new house to live in while you still can?
Huh? What did you say? Find a new house to live in?
Yeah, why are you so surprised? Did you forget that our house was bought by my parents under my name? When we divorce, I'm going to sell the house through a real estate agency and move back to my parents' house with our daughter. So please, try to get out of the house by next week. Oh, and don't think about trapping me with the excuse of our daughter. You never played with her once or paid any real attention to her. You never even gave her a warm smile, and she told me that she doesn't have any feelings towards you. So give up everything, just sign the divorce papers, and get out of the house.
How could you do this to me? You are worse than the devil himself.
I would like to tell you the same thing, to be honest. You didn't have anything to your name, but I married you because I trusted that you'd be a good, honest person. Now I see what sort of man you really are, and that your true character is just a piece of garbage. I thought that I could help heal you since you grew up without parents, and you must have suffered deep-seated wounds. But you're the type of person who decided to stomp on and tear up to shreds my unconditional love and well-intentioned wishes for you. I hate dealing with annoying procedures, so moving forward, I'm going to hire a lawyer to take care of everything. So please talk to the lawyer instead. Afterwards, I divorced my husband and got full custody over my daughter. The betrayal and hurt I felt was as big as my love and trust used to be for him. So I never contacted my ex-husband ever again after the divorce. But since he grew up as an orphan and he was fighting cancer while living in a very cheap housing situation, my mom went to visit him a few times and brought him some food. She even brought our daughter to say a last goodbye to him a few days before he left this world. My ex-husband looked my daughter in the eye and said he was sorry while tears rolled down his face. I was told that he passed on and his spirit went back up to the heavens not long after. He had a precious family, but he didn't realize it. Instead, he betrayed his family and he ignored his conscience, which ended up bringing a sad ending to himself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.